So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors.
And they're off here in Louisville. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
And just shutting him off there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
Fighting through the tackle at the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Stroud.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On the return, Hardy. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Jackson now. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun. Finding Walker, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here...
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I mean, look at this defense.
They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
It's complete to Diggs. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. On third down, Mixon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a fourth down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Here's Stroud. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dragons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action now. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely from 6 yards away. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Stroud out of the gun here. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points, but it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
In a friendly bounce there, they will get excellent field position to start as this kicks out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Stroud looking to throw.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And Stroud now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. A handoff running left, Mixon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Stroud keeps it.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Mixon is in for a touchdown.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And Jackson throwing once more. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. From the gun, Jackson.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's Jackson to throw.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Breaks the tackle now with Alley. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. He's past the 30. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. It's Mixon on the counter, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. In motion comes the tight end left. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now Stroud.
Flushed out right.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now it's Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the look.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Jackson from the shotgun. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mixing up the middle. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now a pause for the injury, and that is as Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson now. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Jackson. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Once again, they run with Mixon, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. In motion right, that's Collins. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Able to avoid him at the 30. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Nico Collins, 69 yards. And the Dragons strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Give them a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. A check down here for Henry. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Here comes 3rd in the length of the football. Jackson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Jackson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Moore. 34 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. A handoff to Mixon. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was just saying, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And this one is right through. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.